All right. Welcome in. My name is Kenneth Berenson, and this is sort of like a little meditation in a way. These videos are sometimes a little bit like a meditation because they are calibrating your system to work in a different way. And when we work in different ways, we get different results. When we look at reality differently, we get different results. For example, have you ever been so annoyed at a tiny fly that's, let's say, right in front of your face or on the lens right now? Or not lens, but the light? Because that's the key, right? What are you paying attention to? Well, it's right in my face, like now. This bug, as we're talking about it, he's like, huh? I'm not sure if he's on camera. I don't think he was in front here. But it was this, just playing along with this, with what we're there. Wanted to show that, yeah, I was really here. Interesting. So very cute the way Gaia interacts. I love it. Thank you Gaia. Thank you, Gaia. I really appreciate when she shows us like this. And so, if we pay attention to that little fly, and whatever the irritation is, that it's too close or it's annoying, or what is it? What is it telling you? What else is like that in my life that I allow? What thoughts like that do I allow? Gaia is coming here, showing you in reflection from the inside out, showing you what, because that stirs something in you. And what that stirs in you is the discomfort that you haven't looked at that other thing, really. You think it's the fly, but the fly is there to show you, to purposely sort of annoy you a little bit, so that you can look at that other thing that you're annoyed about, that you haven't looked at, or you haven't looked at yet, that Gaia is trying to get your attention to look at. And sometimes when you get it, everything changes. Because then Gaia feels the resonance, she got it, he got it, right? And she backs off. There is a purpose for these bugs. They're telling us something. Gaia is communicating with us all of the time. She is a living being. But if you are only used to operating from your mind, you don't believe that. Usually. Because if you're operating from the mind, you have no reference point to what it is to feel yet. Or you have disconnected from your feeling centers in one or another way, in your lineage or in your childhood, or you for that matter. You've definitely kept it like that, molded into, and that is what we are changing. We are sort of changing the mold. And when you change the mold from the inside, when you change how you react to people, situations and circumstances, and you actually pay attention to these signs that Gaia is leaving you all the time, when you do that, and you start to take action on them, and you start to receive what the actual meaning is, not to superimpose a lot of thoughts on top of it. Thoughts, you have to feel. You have to feel. That's the only way you can make sense of it. There's been countless of books of people trying to anchor this down on paper and using words. And it doesn't work from the mind. It is a different sense altogether, which is the feeling sense. And people seem to be a little bit confused about their bodies and how it truly operates. Because there is a trail that you can follow. That is, synchronicity is one of them, but it's much more than that also. It's really knowing what synchronistic events mean what. So it's a fine-tuning of synchronicity so that you can truly read the environment from the inside out. That is what we're inviting you all to train in. That is the reason why we came and created this 28 days of consciousness shift. Because what is needed on the planet right now is that we are actually anchoring, that we're actually doing it. That's what matters right now, because the planet is in this pivotal moment, and if we are to ascend, this is the time. If you want to birth who you truly are, these are the perfect timing for that. This is the exact fuel under the butt if the last 10 years haven't been fuel enough for you to finally break free of those chains and be who you truly came here to be. Proud of who you are and what you have accomplished in consciousness. Seeing the energy games, seeing the manipulation games, choosing to go in there or not. Truly master your emotions, knowing what emotions are. Truly. Most beings have this backwards. Because what is being taught is not to create a fully aligned human. That is not what's being taught. What's being taught is the opposite of that. And so these teachings, it has to do with the empowerment of the self container of the energy of who you are, the knower, with the feeler, in harmony. In harmony with everything that you are creating, with everything that you are contemplating. And so that produces much more beneficial realities for you when you have that as a base operating system. Because then you're actually, it's like no human on the planet got the manual on how to live in harmony with the self as a fully capable battery, completely balanced in all areas. We all came with funky energies. And really, what we are inviting is to correct all of that. Because there are many misconceptions in the spiritual field of, oh yeah, you're going to continue to heal until... No, there is a finite. It's just you have to read the environment and know and read when you are done. It's a different language. You have to use different senses. And those senses are found in the body. And so we know that many beings are still struggling with this connection. This is this primary connection to start to strengthen your intuition. In fact, it is where intuition starts. It starts through the body. Unless you are connected to your body, you're just in the thinking. And then everything is just a theory. You don't know if anything is true. The only thing you do is you listen to scientists and people that are supposed to know, but you don't know if they really know. You're just believing the title that they say that they should know, and ergo they seem to know, so maybe they know. But maybe they don't know. How do you know? And this is where we have to get to. We have to get to a level of, okay, how does this actually work? This human energy. If everything is backwards, then let's figure out what actually fuels us. And that's the game that we're on. To figure that one out. And that is a wonderful journey. When you've gotten that far, that you are actually self-focused enough and you start to look at your internal balance, so that you're not anymore projecting your feminine or masculine, by the way, on top of anyone. That's when you have moved a step further up in evolution, where you're just self-regulating between your own masculine and feminine. So you have taken back your power, so to speak. And that goes for both sexes. There is no... The game is to self-contain this energy. Your own source. So for many, which many have been through this already, there are many waves of this. This is just this awakening phases. But it helps to be able to read from the inside out, so you know, it's like you're getting a map. Intuitive map of how to move in consciousness. That's really what we're inviting with these 28 days of consciousness shift. So if you want to get started, there is a free 28 days that you can just start, and it's completely for free. It's when it's the first how I publicly started channeling Jesus. So it's that virgin moment of how that all transpired. All right, let's have some coconut water. Yeah, so that's what they wanted to say. And so if you want to get started, just sign up for there's a link in the bio. You can sign up for this 28 days of consciousness shift and get started. And for the beings that have started, we highly advise you to get back on, because we know that it takes effort to do this transition. We know that it takes effort to make this shift. And we know that it is challenging to do alone. So that's why we are providing a lot of support to assist you up in frequency, in wherever you are on your journey. We have certain remedies to assist for the alignment necessary as well. That's something that we have noticed, that right now we are birthing an alignment of deepening onto the physical body. It's a landing, it's a deeper landing. A lot of these galactic codes of Gaia sessions, remedies, frequency remedies to align certain frequencies. It's a lot of powerful things that's coming through now. And we have these events to support your growth in consciousness. All right, that's all I wanted to share for now, and all they wanted to share for now. And we just all want to say thank you so much for being here. And remember to say to yourself always, I am the miracle and I am the remedy. I am the remedy, I am the miracle, I am the one that aligns. I am the one that chooses my life. All right, take care, and we'll speak to you again in the next one. Ciao.